everybody, today we're going to take a look at the Mountain from Frost Giant Electronics. Fuzz Worship. Pretty much tells you everything about this circuit and about this company that you need to know and the type of pedals that they release. This one is their take on a rat style circuit, but with some noticeable differences. This one is 2 foot switches and a toggle, which is not on the original rat. Now what this does is this switch here is your switch from overdrive to distortion. So you can use like a 2-channel rat with lower gain, one with higher gain, to switch in for like choruses or solos, something like that. Just where you want to just have more saturation, a little bit more volume, use that. This is just your on-off switch. What's cool is right here you have a little LED, which is a status indicator for which channel is active here, and it's always on. So when the pedal's off, before you kick it on, you know which channel you're going to be on, so you're not accidentally on the wrong channel. Now your 3-position toggle is symmetrical, clipping, asymmetrical, and like a hybrid. I prefer the hybrid. It seems like it's maybe a little bit less gain, more clarity, but a lot more volume. The frequency knob works in reverse, but wouldn't that actually be forwards? Because the rat knob worked in reverse from a typical tone knob, but this one works like a way a normal tone knob works. So like you turn it up, you get more highs, you turn it down, you get more bass, just like any other tone knob out there, except for the rat. Maybe some other pedals, I don't know. Anyway, back to this one. Then you have a gain and a volume, and that's it. That's all you need on this pedal because it's tuned really well. The EQ's great. The gain works. Everything works in conjunction with this pedal in a proper way, and you still have note clarity and definition. So let's go ahead and check it out now. All right, so we're going to check out the Mountain from Frost Giant now. We're going into the Laney with the Yamaha into 2 notes well sound into Reaper. And we have for now we have the Laney set to a clean tone, which is just this. Just a clean tone. I'll go ahead and turn the pedal on. We are in overdrive mode now, as you can tell from the blue LED. Green LED is your status indicator that you're on. So let's set everything at noon. We'll start with the toggle in the low position, which is the traditional rat position. Tell there's a little bit less volume that way, so let's turn the volume up a little bit. Now we're going to go to the middle position. Now we're going to go into the 3rd position. Now just chug along on an E note so you can hear what it's doing with just one solid note. And see in the 3rd position where I like it, you can hear like a little more bass coming in. Like the bass is getting cut out in the middle position, and then the lowest position, which is a standard rat, it sounds more like a traditional rat. So now that we've done that, let's kick on the distortion so you can hear that going from the overdrive to distortion. And the reason I'm just playing a lot of chords right now is I wanted you to hear the clarity, the note definition that it has when you're just playing full chords like that. Go back to overdrive. Let's crank the frequency knob all the way. Now we'll bring the gain up all the way. And now it's bringing in some of that like fuzzy rat flavor that this pedal's based off of. Now let's take the gain down a little bit. We're still in the overdrive mode, by the way. So it gets really clean. Almost too clean. So you're losing a lot of volume when it's being cut down. Right about there, that's it. Almost a quarter on the dial. That's a really cool, just slightly crunchy. Let's take the frequency back. Now I've got this crunchy setting. What happens if we go to the distortion? Too much highs when we have the gain back like this, so we'll cut the frequency back a little bit. There we go. Now we're into a really cool EQ for this low gain sound. Bring the gain back up about halfway. Now what we're going to do is, on the laney, I'm going to bring some more gain in because we're pretty clean on the amp. So we'll get that like kind of broken up sound with the pedal to use like in heavier music. nice. That's a killer sound. Let's go back to the overdrive setting now that we have some more gain on the amp and see what the overdrive sounds like. Bad note. Now we're gonna go ahead and blow this amp up, man. Let's just hear that noise. All the gain now. Might as well turn up all the gain on the pedal too. Alright, you know what? Everything. So much noise. Everything's going up. Woo! Alright, yeah, let's dial everything back real quick. That was that was fucking fun. Alright, so that has been the Mountain from Frost Giant Electronics. If you're looking for a killer pedal that, as you could hear, I did a lot of everything. I did full-on sludgy stoner. I did like lower gain stuff. I did just some pure rock and roll kind of things, but with a 2-position foot switch where you can have 2 different channels. Check it out. I mean, and they're not that expensive. I can't remember how much these are. I think they're like $175, $185. They're not a lot. And Eric backs his work, so you don't have to worry about any issues with pedal. If you have issues, give him a call or give him an email, and he'll look out for you. So anyway, yeah, Frost Giant Electronics, the Mountain, Laney, Yamaha. Hope you guys enjoyed it.